Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to Colorado. Carol here and Selmas. We find ourselves in the car today because we are attending the Colorado Renaissance Festival located in Larkspur, Colorado. And while it is not that far from either Denver or Colorado Springs, with the traffic for said event, it is taking us about an hour to get there. So we are currently waiting in a very long line of cars to enter the parking lot. Basically, Larkspur is this little blip on the map, and every summer, the Renaissance Festival descends upon this tiny town, and it is quite the spectacle. Everybody looks so cute and dressed up.
Make way! Bow to your king!
Wow.
Our current economy, it makes sense.
Hi, Grace. Thank you. You guys, that man told me how much time we had, and then he winked at me. I know he did. No. Oh, it's gonna be a fun show, you guys. And I was
Oh my God. Come on, bro.
They make the last few up there just impossible.
Oh my gosh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh!
It's good, huh? Damn, that cane might really be nice.
More food on deck. We have some pretzel bites with cheese sauce. Thomas is having a corn dog, and then I have a spinach pie.
Who here is maybe not in person, but you've seen snippets on TV or online? First timers, thank you for being here. Most importantly though, who here has never heard of Joxie Whipper in their life and is wondering what the hell they got dragged to and had to sit in the rain for? Yeah, my newbies. Something that probably should have gotten more rehearsal before going in the show. Good luck, front row. Buddy, I'm a boy and my whips are on fire and I'm gonna keep on whipping till my arms get tired. My arms are tired, never mind. So much warmer now. All right, we got one last big trick for you as part of this. This is the hardest trick in the show. It is not 100%. But I tried it a few times this morning and I got it some of those times. So let's give it a shot. Here we go.
Okay, we're having snacks. We got chocolate fudge. What'd you get? A Twinkie?
Yep.
Chocolate covered Twinkie. This was $7. And I think his was like $6.75. Well, friends, we are back home from the Renaissance Festival. I never did show you exactly what I was wearing, but I had an orange dress on and I had my visor on because that sun, you know, if you're not careful, you will get burned. I had my hair up in curly pigtails, and while we were at the Renaissance Festival, I picked up some new fairy wings. So those were orange to match my dress. I have no idea what happened to the fairy wings that I purchased last summer. I got green wings and I was like, oh, I'll reuse those this year. And this morning I was just looking everywhere around the house and I cannot find them. I do have like a touch of sun sickness in the sense that you can hear it in my voice. Like I sound nasally, but I feel fine. It's just when you're in the sun that much and you are breathing in all of the dust and the upkick from being in such large crowds, it's kind of inevitable. But Thomas and I got home and immediately to the shower because not only was I covered in dust and dirt and sunscreen, but also when I purchased the fairy wings, the woman doused me in glitter. And at the time, I was having a blast, right? I was in my element. So she put it all in my hair and then like on my arms and on my chest area. But as Thomas said, I will probably be finding glitter on my person for like the next month. But totally worth it. We had an absolute blast with my friends. So nice. And the weather cooperated as well. It was actually really beautiful out today, not too hot, and there was a steady breeze. And even though the actual festival itself was packed, it didn't feel that crowded, which was really nice. And today, or this weekend, was Pirate Weekend, so that was really fun to see everybody all dressed up in their pirate garb. And of course, your girl went fairy themed because, you know, she is who she is. I am a little fairy at heart. But I am now waiting for Thomas to get home from Firehouse Subs with our dinner. We did not want to eat at the festival. We ate lunch there and basically like a pseudo breakfast. but did not want to eat dinner there as well. And the prices are expensive for what you're getting too, especially like the portion sizes. So Firehouse Subs it is, and we are going to relax the rest of the evening away. But we had so much fun. It was his first time going, and I was excited to take him and pop his cherry on the Renaissance Festival and just seeing all the fun things and the shows in particular. Of course, we got to see Jacques the Whipper as well, and he is very big on social media. I will have his stuff linked down below if you are not familiar with him, but he's really funny, a great performer, and this is my second year seeing him in person, and I just think that's really cool that we get such great caliber artists here in Colorado to be able to say, hey, I saw that guy. And we had a really good time. It was a lot of fun. My current order at Firehouse Subs is a hook and ladder, which is a turkey and ham. Fun fact, for those that may not know, Firehouse Subs was my very first job. I worked there in high school, so they hold a very special place in my heart. And I am watching D on YouTube. Love it. Now I eat. Hi friends. It is a couple of days later. It took me a hot minute to recover from the Ren Faire, but I wanted to do a garden update with you. And I also wanted to chat with you guys and ask, how do we feel about the longer vlogs? Because in some ways it's easier for me to make longer vlogs because then I can settle down and really get some editing in and get them up for you. And I don't know, sometimes it feels like less pressure for me to vlog that way versus making sure I have like a fully cohesive piece that I want to put that into the world if it's shorter. Does that make sense? And it allows me to keep more things in when I'm editing, and that feels good for me. But I'm curious, how are we feeling about them? What's your preferred vlog length? I'll be honest, I watch like 1 hour, 2 hour vlogs because YouTube is my television, essentially. And I know a lot of you feel that way, so a girl is curious, you know? But we're in the greenhouse, and I wanted to give you a garden update because it's super exciting, and I need to actually cut some things. I don't know if I'm going to do that today or wait for the weekend. But also, I am soaking wet because when I went to go open the entrance to the greenhouse, I did not realize that my drink was open. And so when I went to go lift my hands over my head, I spilled juice all over the back of my head, all over the back of my dress, and on the front as well. So it's a good thing I'm gonna go take a shower after this. It's been a long work day, but yeah, let me show you the garden because that's way more fun than talking about work. Starting with Lucy and Ethel, we definitely have some things going on. Look at all of that. We got this one coloring up. Ooh, yeah, I need to snap some of this off. There we go. I need to this weekend source some larger grow baskets because obviously this is not gonna do, and I want them to grow big and tall. Look at that. Coming along beautifully, Lucy. And Miss Ethel back here is also doing very well. She's gonna be these super sweet tomatoes, and we can see, look at that. Oh my gosh. Please excuse my neighbors. They are playing softball, baseball with the kids in the yard, and somebody's upset. Over on this side, we have our strawberries, Thelma and Louise. And this is ready to be picked, darling. This plant is very fruitful. We have fed ourselves. We have fed the birds, but I have quite a few that I'm gonna pluck today. Look at that. That's a bird one. And this one, on the other hand, you know, it looks good, but I don't know if this is her year, you know? But we will continue to allow her to do her thing, and we'll check on her as we do, you know? I've trimmed some things as well. There's a lot of offshoots. I hope one day this whole thing will just be chock full of strawberries. I do think I'm going to come back with my shears and get some of this off for the sake of the tree. Oh gosh, yeah, but otherwise looking great. Moving on to our basil and lettuce. I definitely need to cut some of our lettuce down. This is how it gets towards the bottom when you let it go too long. Plus we've had some hot days, but otherwise beautiful. And then our basil, oh my goodness, doing so well. I'm going to harvest this plant this weekend and make some bruschetta. Actually, I may do that this week. Again, it's been hot, so it's like a good dinner idea. Our lavender is looking lovely. Waiting for this one to fruit more, flower, all that goodness. And then we have this one over here. Beautiful. Smells so good and fragrant. Gosh. We are also getting some mushrooms in this bed. So I would love people's thoughts on that. I am very curious as to why that is happening. But it is what it is, I guess. Do I need to pluck them? Thoughts? I am not a mushroom girly, so any support is welcome. And then we have our zucchini and squash. Look how beautiful they're growing, y'all. Oh my gosh. Cannot wait till I start to see more fruits. I need to trim this down a little bit as well. Let the tops thrive. But everything's looking so good. And then Thomas's Colorado specials are looking gorgeous as well. Starting to bush out, and they're getting a little taller. Same story for these over here. Ah, so nice. Okay, I'm back inside. I washed the 2 viable strawberries. I'm gonna have one. This one's the bigger one. Melanie had the smaller one, which I imagine was a little bit more tart.
It was not.
No, it's sweet.
It just melted really fast. So I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh.
warm from the sun. They like melt in your mouth when they're nice and warm. Off the vine. Mm-hmm. I made that. Okay, we're back. I took a shower. I am decidedly less covered in vitamin water, so there's that. But my hair, you know, she's gonna do what she does. There's no product in it. I just brushed it, and there she is. I wanted to chat with you about some books because we've hit June. We are halfway through the year, which is wild to think about. And I have been having a really good reading year, which is exciting. My goal for 2026 on my Goodreads is 24 books. And I am very excited to announce that in this 6th month of the year, I am halfway there. I have 12 books that I've read, and that is what I wanted to go through with you right now. I'm not going to do full reviews because I have videos, vlogs where I have talked about them in way more detail, but I'll give you just like a brief overview and like how I felt about it. What were the vibes? And there is some range. So let's dive into it. But 12 books, I'm really excited for that. I try not to put too much pressure on myself year after year. If I don't reach the goal, so what? The goal is just to read and have the intention that I want to be a person that reads. I love doing it. And once I get into a book, forget it. I finish it nearly immediately. But it's just like getting into it, you know? All right. First up, we started the year with If Cats Disappeared from the World. The premise being a man is dying and death gives him the opportunity to live for 7 more days. But throughout those 7 days, he has to choose something to get rid of in the world. This was a very self-indulgent piece written by men for men. I gave it 2 stars. Not my favorite. And I was like, oh no, is this how the year is starting? But cute cat on the cover, plus side. Second book of the year was How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. I gave this 3 stars. This includes a trope that I am not a huge fan of, which is puppets. And I knew that going in, but I wanted to give it a try because I do like a good haunted house style horror. Yes, there was horror. It was long though, very drawn out. And so 3 stars. Definitely, I was like, I want to give Grady Hendrix another try, but hopefully not this same style. Which led me into book number 3 for the year, which was Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, another by Grady Hendrix. And this one, I think I gave 4 or 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed this one. This is set in the 1970s, and it has to do with witchcraft and girls sent to a wayward home. And that is what they used to call facilities where unhoused mothers would reside until their babies were adopted out from under them. And then they could, in theory, return to their lives and forget all of that ever happened. So lovely. But very, very good. And I really enjoyed Grady Hendrix overall. I really like his writing style, so I will definitely pick up more from him. Moving into book number 4, we have The Cartographers by Peng Shepherd. This is one that has been sitting on my TBR for years, and so I was really excited to get through it. I think I gave this one 3.5 stars. On Goodreads, you can't really do like half stars, but 3.5 for this one, and I really enjoyed it. It was surrealist. It was about maps and map making, so I learned a lot, and it was really interesting. A fun time. It is a rather thick read though, but overall, I enjoyed it. Book number 5, one of my absolute favorite authors is Ian Reid, and this was a wild ride. This has to do with topics that relate to suicidal ideation and a relationship, and it was really, really good. 5 stars, very easy 5-star for me. And it's not that long. That's kind of another thing I enjoy about Ian Reid's books. So, have read from this author before, will read from this author again. Moving into the latter half of our pile, we have, what is book number 6? Oh my goodness. This was the funniest book so far this year. This is Several People Are Typing by Calvin Sokolsky. Excuse me. And so funny. Really interesting writing style. I'll show you a little peek. I got this book and I was done with it in, oh my gosh, I don't know, an afternoon, just because of just how easy it is to read and the writing style of it. The premise is that a gentleman gets trapped in the inner workings of his job. And while he is trapped there, you know, he is super productive. But really, really good time. If you've ever worked in the corporate landscape at all, if you've ever worked with Microsoft Teams or heck, even Zoom or any other of those modalities where you talk with your coworkers, you would really enjoy it. It was so funny and a really easy read. Moving into number 7, I think that's where we're at. We have The Daisy Chain Flower Shop by my lovely Lori Gilmore. I've read every book in this series for Dream Harbor, and it was so much fun to go back. Very whimsical place to be, where everything works out in the end. And, you know, we get a little spice along with it, and she does a good job with that too. Moving into number 8, we have We Could Be Rats. Oh, and I gave The Daisy Chain Flower Shop 5 stars because they all get 5 stars. We have We Could Be Rats by Emily Austin, and this was a really good read. I've read from this author before. She is the author of Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead. Yeah, also a very good book. This was a 5-star for me, and again, we're having complicated family dynamics. We have suicidal topics mentioned and kind of threshed out, and I really enjoyed it. Very talented author. Again, not a very long read. Moving into 9. Yes. Number 9, we have Beach Read by Emily Henry, very popular author. I'm not on TikTok, but if you're on like TikTok, Book Talk, the internet, you've probably heard of her. My favorite book by her is People We Meet on Vacation, because it is the When Harry Met Sally trope, and that is my favorite. This beach read is more of a grumpy sunshine kind of trope, but what I really enjoyed about this book in particular is that it is very self-aware, and I can appreciate that in a romance book. So this one was really good. 5 stars. Very easy 5 stars. Next, we have 10. This is After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This one I gave 5 stars. She wrecks me every single time. I cry whenever I read her books. My favorite by her is Malibu Rising. That one had me sobbing, and I still think about that book. Definitely one I would consider rereading, even though it is thick. So this was a 5 star for me. Will read from this author again, have read from this author before. Moving into number 11, we have Foe. This is another one by Ian Reid. Are we sensing a theme for the year? I certainly am, and I'm not even mad about it. A good author is a great thing to go back to. This is another really good book. What I really enjoy about Ian Reid is that his reads are unsettling, is the best way to put it. This book and the last book also have movies that go along with it. I didn't watch the movie from the last one, but for Foe, actually, as soon as I was done with the book, I looked at Thomas and I was like, you want to watch the movie? So we did end up watching it that night. Absolutely adore it. Loved both the movie and the book. They both serve different purposes, I feel like, but they work together in harmony. So 5 star for me. And one of the things that I'm kind of secretly working on in the background is going back through this year and reading all of the backstock from Ian Reid, just because I really enjoy his writing. And last but certainly not least, my 12th read of the year is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So another reread author. This was a 5 star for me. This is super popular right now. It's another one that is all over the internet, all over Book Talk. Also, can we talk about how beautiful this publishing is? Look at that. This like color gradient perfectly matches on the side there. Oh my goodness. Anyway, gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. This one took me down. Oh my goodness. I cried. Oh, I cried. But I really, really enjoyed it. As someone who grew up in Florida near Kennedy Space Center, I could appreciate several things in this book. I was like, oh my goodness. I never really thought about the beauty of watching a launch, but the way she describes it, I was like, oh my goodness, I've had the opportunity to be there up close, across from the launch pad and see and feel and experience what a launch is like. And I really think that that actually helped me enjoy this book even more. So if this is one that you have not picked up yet, highly encourage you to. I don't know about the audiobook. I'm not really a giant audiobook girl. I lose interest. And then I just feel like I get caught up in other things, and then I'm not listening to the audiobook, and then I have to re-listen and just go round and round the bend. This one, another 5 star read. So luckily, I feel like I started the year off slow, and then things have just improved exponentially every book along the way. And that's part of why I've been rereading authors. But Grady Hendrix, that was new to me this year, and I do plan on reading more from him in the future. But that's it in terms of books, and I will chat at you in a little bit. Thomas and I are waiting for our pizza to get out of the oven. A very easy after work meal. This is what we have the strength for. Hi friends, it is the next evening, quite late actually, and I need to get undressed for the day. And I have yet to do so because my outfit was very cute and comfortable. And sometimes when that happens, it's like I don't want to take the outfit off. I just want it to be. Here's the outfit I wore today, and I just love it. I have this top that I thrifted a couple of years ago, and it's got stripes, and it's a chartreuse color, and I've paired it with my little earrings that have my little abducted cows on them. And then this skirt that I also thrifted, but more recently, and I just love it. It is stretchy. I really like the length on it. And there's so many different beautiful colors in the flowers that I can just mix and match with tops. And yeah, just a fun, cute outfit. And now I'm gonna get into my comfy cozies because that sounds nice too. Okay, that is better. You can hear the dogs eating their dinner in the background because they've just been fed. But I wanted to show you the books that I have on my TBR upcoming because I talked about the ones I've already read. But like, where are we going? And I have a plan, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna spin you around and show you the books. Here are the 3 books on my upcoming TBR. And I am not reading these in any particular order that you see here, because as you can see, my bookmark is in this one. Ooh, ah. So first and foremost, we have William by Mason Coyle. This is a horror, something that I have realized, especially this year, is I really enjoy a good horror. And I kind of knew that because I enjoy horror movies, but diving in and reading, ooh, totally different. I have A Last Night in Montreal. This is a novel by Emily St. John Mandel. She is the author of Station 11 and The Glass Motel and what else? Some other book. Something else in that trilogy I've read. Anyway, I love her writing, and as a result, I was like, you know, it's been a while since I read Station 11. Why don't I give something else on her catalog a read? And that's what we're going to do. And then lastly, I have Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. And one of my goals this year for her writing is to try and read everything on her backlist as well. And so far, so good. So I have Great Big Beautiful Life. Funny Story, I don't believe I've read that one yet. I've read Happy Place, Book Lovers, People We Meet on Vacation, and then Beach Read, which I talked about yesterday. So those 3 I am excited about. Currently reading Great Big Beautiful Life because I wanted something that was more romance. I won't say light because I generally cry at least once while reading her books, either from joy or sadness or bittersweetness even. And then I'm unsure which way I'm going to go. Probably William, just because it's the smallest, up next. And after the Big Kahuna, sometimes I like a little breather. And then this one, you know, she's in the middle. She's just right. So, very excited about these. And of course, more black on the covers. I feel like I've read so many black cover books this year. Don't know what that's about. Well, what do you know? They finally stopped eating and drinking. And so, my friends, with that, I am going to close out this vlog. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me and with Thomas and I and seeing all of the geeky, fun hobby things that I've been getting up to lately. Just, you know, having a good time, enjoying life. I'll tell you, work, it can be really difficult some days. I'm in the social work atmosphere, as many of you know. And I have some exciting updates upcoming that I'm excited, how many times can I say that in a row, to share with you. But just kind of where we're at right now. And with that, I'm going to finally close out the video. I will see you in my next one. I hope that you are all doing well. I want to hear some wins. Let me know in the comments down below. And my friends, with that, I will see you next time. Bye.